I'm back from Amsterdam and this is everything I bought while I was there. For some context, I used to live in Amsterdam. I lived there for 4 years and I absolutely just love the city. Ono and I moved back to Sydney in September 2023 and we hadn't been back since, so long time coming, and it was just such a lovely trip. It was freezing, but we got to visit his family and go skiing and do lots of fun stuff. And I also got to do a lot of vintage shopping, which is my favorite thing to do in Amsterdam. Amsterdam has the most amazing vintage boutiques and mostly like curated vintage stores are my favorite over there. It's really such a great place, such a stylish place. I also put together a little bit of a guide. I didn't purchase from every one of these stores, but I just wanted to put together my favorite vintage stores in Amsterdam. If anyone's ever there, check it out. For this trip, I really tried to be intentional with everything that I purchased. I wrote a little list manifestation thing and I basically ticked off everything that I wanted, but I also went a little crazy. But I'm really excited because everything I got is amazing. Okay, so the first couple things that I got aren't actually from a vintage store, they're from the Noordermarkt, which is this market on Mondays and Saturdays. On Saturdays it's more of like a food thing, and on Mondays they have textiles and vintage clothes. I mean, they have both, but Saturdays is more focused on food and then Mondays is more focused on clothing, textiles, fabrics, all of the fun stuff. So the first thing that I got, starting off strong with this super cool belt buckle bag. I got this, there's like a guy that sells like a leather maker, I think. It doesn't have too much storage inside, but I was wanting some sort of like tool belt crossbody bag for styling, for assisting. So this is actually perfect, and not even just for that, just as an accessory, it's so cool. I even had to go back and get a second one for my friend because my friend Nick, who was watching the apartment, I showed him on FaceTime and he was like, I need one of those. So this is for Nick. Next, I went to my favorite jewelry stall at the market. It's called Danpae Jewelry by Kate and it's all so pretty. Let me show you. So I got 2 pairs of earrings. This is it. Literally so pretty. So she hand makes everything and they're all kind of like fairy vibes. I have 2 other pairs of earrings, well, 1 pair of earrings and 1 single earring that I purchased from her previously, and she's so nice and everything's so beautiful. Let me show you. I'm gonna put it on. She does mostly gold jewelry and I mostly wear silver, but I do buy her gold because I feel like I will wear gold, especially for like a special occasion, because I have some bags, I have gold hardware. Anyway, I also got these gold drop ones that are so pretty. They look like little blueberries. It's like lapis lazuli at the bottom. They look really pretty on as well. All of her pieces are really delicate and feminine and beautiful. So pretty. I just love a dangly earring and these ones are so pretty. Ooh. And then the last thing I got at the Noordermarkt was just 2 pairs of these wool alpaca blend socks because I don't have any winter socks and it was fucking freezing in Amsterdam, so I needed these. But they're also so cute and chic and I very much appreciate a knit sock. So yeah, that's all from the Noordermarkt. On to the vintage. Okay, so the first vintage item that I got are these like amazing vintage Prada little booties from AVC. These are so cool, and literally the first thing on my list, what I wanted, was a pair of little kind of booties for everyday wear with a small heel so I could have like long jeans. And these are actually perfect. ABC is like a really nice curated designer store in the 9 streets of Amsterdam, like just off the 9 streets I think, and the owner is usually there and he's really nice, and they just have like amazing stuff. They also had this amazing Jill Sander knit cashmere t-shirt that was so beautiful, but I didn't get it because it was literally the first vintage store we went to, that I kind of regret. But these are just so perfect. And then we went to Rumours Vintage, which is on the Harlem Straat, and they actually have 2 stores. We went to both, but the one that I got things from is further down the street. That one is more like 60s, 70s style. So I'll show you what I got there. The first thing is this leather studded belt. The hardware is not in the best condition, but it's such a cool like statement belt. It's definitely not a belt that you would wear with jeans. It's a decorative belt to cinch things in and stuff. Let me see. Like, come on. So this was actually, I got this the first time we went. It wasn't too far from where we were staying, so we went twice. We went to a couple places twice because I would go and like hold back because, you know, it was just the beginning of the trip, and at the end of the trip we went again. So the first time we went, I got this one, and then second time we went, and honestly I like went back for this, is this snakeskin. They called it like a hippie bag, but it's just a bucket bag made out of like leather and I think snakeskin. I'm not sure if it's real or not. It's so cool. I wanted to use it as like a project bag for my knitting so that I could just kind of have it around the house, because I have to have my knitting enclosed, otherwise Atticus will literally, he'll destroy it. But it actually really smells, and I'm not too sure what to do about that. It has this like really sharp scent. I think I have to, I don't know, I'll Google it, but it smells very vintage leathery. But this is it. It's so cool. And then the last thing I got from Rumours is this kilt, because of course I need a kilt. I didn't really get much clothing on this trip, partly because it was so cold, like I never really wanted to try anything on or take off a million layers, and I'm very particular about my clothing. But I just thought this was so cool. I love a kilt. This one is really beautiful. Like I don't know if they all look like this. I don't even know if this is a proper kilt. It kind of gives school uniform, but I love the colors. I think it's like so cute in the winter. It's like a winter little skirt with a simple little t-shirt. The pleats in the back are really beautiful. Just a really cute piece. So there's my kilt. The next things I got were these 2 caps. I'm not really a cap person, but these were just really cool, and I do need caps. Those are also kind of on my list because I only use Onos, so I needed some for myself. I especially really like this one. They were from this denim vintage store that I'd never seen before, but it was really cool. They had a lot of denim. I think it was also a non-for-profit. I'm not sure. I can't remember the name. I'll find the name, but it was really cool. So yeah, these were like probably my most practical purchase. And then I got these amazing sunglasses. These are from Mood Indigo, which is again one of my favorite stores in Amsterdam. They're like a vintage American Western wear. They have a lot of like Lucchese boots. One time I went in there and I met the like boot dealer. He was really cool and like had so much knowledge on the boots, and they're from like the 70s and the 60s, and they're like real crocodile pink boots, and they're really cool. So they have like really authentic vintage. Like upstairs it's more of like an expensive price point, and then downstairs it's a little bit cheaper. But anyways, I found these really cool sunglasses here. These like, they're a bit dirty, but I'm obsessed. They make me look like a bit like a bug, but I'm kind of like that look on me, the bug look. They also remind me of those vintage Christian Dior sunglasses. I wouldn't be surprised if they are if they are really vintage, then I wouldn't be surprised if these were a knockoff of those. But yeah, these are so cool. Like, they kind of look upside down. I'm obsessed with them. They're so cool. I have to be so careful with these though, because I am a chronic sunglass loser. I've lost every single pair of sunglasses that I own. I think I have one pair at the moment, so I have to be really careful. Like, I can't bring these out anywhere. They weren't that expensive. They were like maybe 30 euros, I think. But I just think they're so cool and unique. I don't want to lose them. But yeah. Next, my absolute favorite vintage store in Amsterdam, Dols. This one is just so fun. Like, they have a range of true antiques and then just really random stuff. You can just spend so long in there kind of like going through everything. It's not a big store, but they have so many different accessories, and they have like amazing furs and cashmere jumpers, and like they have this bag, like, I don't think it's for sale, but it's like literally made out of an armadillo. They had this amazing like beautiful 1920s dress. They had all of these cool accessories. They have children's wear, like vintage children's wear. They have linens, they have tapestries, they have wedding stuff, and then they also have just like a huge like party section with a lot of like maybe 80s to early 2000s like prom dress looking things. Like, those are maybe not the cutest, but just really fun store if you like looking at things. So I got this amazing sheer beaded top. I don't know, can you really, yeah, there you go. I really was into all of the beaded tops, but a lot of the time they look a little too grandma for me, but this one was just kind of the perfect storm of a beaded top, because the cut is really nice. The beading is not too crazy, but it's still intricate and a little bit grandma, but then the sheer black fabric kind of makes it sexy. So I absolutely love this. I'm really excited to wear this. I just think it's really cool and sexy and fun. So that's the first thing I got. The next thing I got from there were these crochet gloves. They're so cool. I saw a lot of crochet gloves in Amsterdam and I was really wanting a pair, but a lot of them were either like too small or they had holes in them. So these are perfect, and I really like the stitch. Wait, I'm gonna put them on. Oh my god. Oh wait, this matter. How cute is this? I think these are from my dad. How cute. My dad sends me flowers, sends all of us flowers every Valentine's Day. It's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna put these in the water and then I'll be back. That's so sweet. I have them here. Anyways, back to my vintage gloves. Let me put them on. I love the simple stitch of these. They're maybe a little bit too small, but they're so cool. I think they're gonna be really fun to style. I love buying vintage crochet. I just think it combines like my two favorite things of like vintage fashion and fiber arts, because I think a big thing that I love about vintage is that, you know, something that you're wearing had a whole life before you, or like multiple lives before you, and was loved by somebody else, and I think that's like so cool. And then something vintage crochet, it's like not only did it have a life before you, but it had someone made it, and like where did they take it, what conversations did they have while they made this, who did they make it for, did they make it for themselves, was it for like an event? Like, I don't know, I just love both. I love vintage fashion, I love crochet and knit, so I love to buy something that I know was handmade and like very beautifully done. And anyway, the last thing I got from Dols is this tablecloth that I originally thought this was also crochet, but I think it might be knit or lace. Those look like knit stitches, so maybe it was knit like on a machine, or I'm not sure. I'm not actually even sure how lace works, you know, like the lace with the pins. I don't really know what that looks like or how to recognize it. So yeah, this definitely looks like a knit stitch, but I'm not sure. Anyway, just thought it was so delicate and beautiful, like even that, stunning. And I thought I could maybe like obviously use it as a tablecloth, but this guy will destroy it. So hi baby. So I was thinking I could also use it as a tapestry if I could hang it up somewhere. So I think it's really beautiful, and the cream color would kind of go off our white walls. Okay, so the next things that I purchased are the only things that aren't from a vintage store or a little boutique, which is I went to Intimissimi, Intimissimi, because we can't get this in Australia, so when in Europe, you've got to do what you've got to do. I got 2 of the super popular like ultralight cashmere layers. These are so nice. Oh my god, Atticus is obsessed with that bag. Stop. I'm gonna move this. Anyways, I've got 2 of these ultralight long sleeve layers. I got the black one and the blue one. Super amazing, super comfortable. I love these. And then I got 2 t-shirts, just a black one and a white one. These are actually really great, and oh no, maybe not so great, but the fit is really nice. They're really long. And then I also, the final thing I got from there is just a little bra and underwear set. Back to vintage. I went into Episode, which they have episodes all throughout Europe, I think. Definitely all throughout the Netherlands, and I'm pretty sure I saw them in Paris as well. But, so I'm making things up, but they definitely have them in Netherlands. I also saw them in Belgium, and I think I saw them in Paris. But anyway, lots of Episode stores. But I went into the one on the 9 streets, and I found these amazing little 90s kitten heels. These are exactly what I was looking for. They're actually perfect. I've already worn them, and it's lost its sole. It's lost the sole of the heel, so I have to take them to a cobbler. But I was looking for these like shoes exactly like this for a while, so I'm really, really happy with these. Just a cute little casual heel. So I went to a couple of yarn stores in the city. I went to Stephen and Penelope, Hooks and Yarn, and the afstap, I think it's called. The afstap is really great as well. I'd actually never been there before. I got a couple needles there for the project that I was working on, but the only little thing of yarn I bought was at Stephen and Penelope. I initially wanted to get like a whole sweater quantity of yarn because I also thought it would be a lot cheaper, but I couldn't really decide what I wanted, and I wasn't sure, and I was like, I'll just order it online when I have the sweater that I want to make. So I just bought 1 skein of this amazing like yellow color. This is, I've already wound it up. This is, I think the brand was called Punk Rock Unicorn, which is really random, and it's like hand dyed in Germany. I just really love this color. We went skiing, not in the Netherlands, we went skiing in Italy with Anno's family. Really? You're gonna destroy my things? Hey. Anyway. We went skiing in Italy with Anno's family, and I was seeing a lot of like yellow, and I was really inspired by it. It's a DK weight sock yarn, and I've already cast on just a pair of ribbed socks that I just want to kind of make house socks. It's just like this yarn that I bought in Amsterdam, inspired by our trip there. I'm just following a petite knit pattern. These are the Sunday socks, and these will just be my project for on the go. Maybe I'll keep it in my car. I just love this color, but I don't know if I would make a full jumper with it because it's like a lot. So I thought a sock is perfect. So while we were in Amsterdam, we visited the Rijksmuseum, which is an amazing museum. It's like the biggest museum in Amsterdam, and they have all of the like Rembrandt and the still life flowers, like Dutch still life paintings of flowers from the Golden Age, which I didn't really know anything about, so I kind of went through a bit of a rabbit hole because it was super interesting and so beautiful. Obviously when we were there, I went to the gift store. So I got this print. This is Rachel Roysch, and she was a Dutch still life painter during the Golden Age, and she was like really influential for the time and really innovative, and also a female painter, which was really rare. Like they weren't actually still life, like you have the flowers in front of you and you paint them, because the flowers like were from different times, like different seasons, as well as from all across the world, because it was also like kind of a way to show your wealth if you had these flowers. I don't know, it was really interesting. I recommend looking into it. But I got this print. So I want to frame this and put this up somewhere. As well as I got 2 little postcards. Another still life. This one is not her. This is Still Life of Flowers with Crown Imperial Fritillary, which I think is that big one up there, which is kind of what I'm talking about. This is not a native plant, so it was like when they were, you know, going around all great places. And then this one as well, which I don't really know much about art, but I was obsessed with this, and this is by Jean-Etienne Lyotard, and he brought in, I think, the pastels movement. I was googling it, but yeah, really, really beautiful. I want to learn more about this. I just saw this and I was like, I just loved it. It's so beautiful. And maybe I could make a jumper inspired by these colors because I just love it. Anyway, those are my 2 little postcards, as well as this Rachel Rouse print. And I also got 2 like a set of dish towels, but I'm using them at the moment, so I won't show you. But I also had some old ones that I'd gotten previously that were blue, so now I have blue and red, and I brought them both back. So anyway, super cute. Love the Rijksmuseum. And then the last vintage store that I got things from is called Tutto Bene. Tutto Bene is new to me. I'd never been there before, but it's owned by the same owners of another store on the same street called Immaterial, and they have really great stuff. That's where Ono bought me like the best leather jacket ever. Really great. I didn't find anything there, but I found 2 things in Tutto Bene, which is like, I think they only stock Italian designers, I think, or like vintage Italian or vintage source from Italy, something to do with Italy. And the store's really cute because they have all of these like little crochet things everywhere. But let me show you what I got. I purchased this skirt, just like a navy skirt with these little pleats in them, and the pleats are this like black sheer fabric. I just thought this was really cute, really easy to kind of put in my wardrobe. Like I could wear it with this, I could wear it whatever. It's really cute. So this is a good one. The brand for this one is, what should not be Italian? Oh, Morella, made in Italy. I'm not sure, but yeah, super cute, nice, simple, basic. And then last but not least, these amazing boots. Like, these are so cool to me. They're just like a simple cowboy style boot, tan leather. These are kind of the lightest leather boots that I have. The only thing with these is they're like peeling a little bit on the inside, but that's the inside, and that's the plight with vintage shoes. Like shoes don't hold up as well as clothing, in my opinion. But yeah, these are just really cool, easy, very me, very cute. And yeah, that's everything that I got while we were in Amsterdam. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm so grateful to be able to have like gotten all this stuff, and I hope you enjoy it. If you're ever in Amsterdam, please look at my guide because I love vintage shopping, and I think Amsterdam has an amazing selection of especially curated vintage. So if you like curated vintage, look into it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.